Welcome to our YouTube channel, Working for You. I'm Eli Torres, Hidalgo County Precinct 4 County Commissioner. With me today is Mr. Raul Sacin, Director of Hidalgo County Drainage District Number 1. Our discussion today is going to be about information that you would find interesting about our drainage system and the new project that will impact immensely in our precinct and in our county. As you well know, we have heavy rains at times that immensely flood our area and, of course, flood our neighborhoods. And we've pretty much outgrown our system. And the expansion of the South Main Drain that we're about to embark on will alleviate flooding in the area. Now, the South Main Drain, my understanding, was originally constructed in the early 1980s. And the location of this drain follows the lowest lying areas in the region to maximize the amount of water that it can capture. Now, again, we've outgrown this area because of all the different homes that have been built around in the area, businesses, highways, and things of that nature. And expansion is very much needed as we speak. So ultimately, all the rain that comes into this area will flow out to the Gulf of Mexico. And so just to give our audience a little bit a better understanding of how this system works and how the water flows in there and where the water comes from, would you, Mr. Sisson, give us a little bit more detail about this project that we're about to embark on?
Yeah, yes, Commissioner, thank you for having me. We definitely are excited about this project that we're kicking off here, this new project that's going to impact our area. Our South Main Drain services a lot of the northeast and south central part of Edinburg and traverses through Edinburg, starts at McAllen and Canton and makes its way easterly through our system and eventually ties into our North Main Drain at the northeast portion of our county. So it's going to benefit a lot of the area also in McAllen, northeast McAllen, the bicentennial drain, the northeast blue line drain that McAllen has where it connects into our system here at the McCall area. All the water makes its way from 495 north up to this system, and that's just a natural pattern of flow for our area. Everything north of 495 for the most part flows into this area, into this system, and works its way easterly through Willacy County into the Laguna Madre. So, this project is approximately 5.8 miles that we're looking at improving. We have two phases of it, almost split in half. The first phase is at 2.8 miles, and the rest being the east side. We estimate about $10 million of improvements cost for this project. The good thing here is that we have existing right-of-way in place. We have varying right-of-way from 130 feet to 260 feet.
Wow, that's like double the size.
Yeah, so we're going to be doubling a lot of the existing ditch top width right now. It ranges from 60 to 80 feet. We're going to be going 107, 110 feet to 220 feet in top width. So we're going to utilize the right-of-way we have in place and basically create these bench systems that allow us to better maintain the system, but at the same time, double capacity in it. So that's the focus of this project and what we're going to be doing. So it's definitely going to create a lot more carrying capacity in the system.
So it's pretty much safe to say that if you live north of 495 in the McAllen area, Edinburg, your water that falls when it rains and we have these torrential hurricanes or even just rain events, all that water flows north and is captured at this South Main Drain, correct?
That's correct, yes, ma'am.
Okay, and so one of the things that I know that I've seen is that drain sometimes at this last rain event overflowed in some areas and so forth. What we're trying to do here is widen this drain so it can go something like from a 2-lane, like a 2-lane highway to like a 4-lane highway in some areas where we have the right of way. I know that you just said we do own all the right of way, but in some areas it's wider than others. So, yes, but we're going to widen as much as we can to almost double the capacity of this drain to capture that water.
That is the focus that we're doing on the South Main Drain, and we do have a lot of drains that enter into the system easterly, east of I-69C. We have various drains that come into it as well. So this is a very integral part of our system, and this improvement it's a step in the right direction to help manage all that rainwater that we get. Very heavy.
I'd like to show the audience on our map exactly which drain we're talking about.
So what we have here is basically this is our South Main drain that we're looking at improving. We have McCall Road right here, and we have what we call our Edinburg McAllen stub that starts at McCall Road and goes east and ties into the South Main drain just south of Canton Road. And from there, it goes easterly all the way across. You got the interstate here, continuing east, and it continues to make its way all the way out into our main floodwater channel, eventually out to Laguna Madre. So what we're focusing on is from here, 5.8 miles or so, all the way to here, to improve all this area here in the South Main drain.
So I know that we mailed out an information letter to our constituency. They were looking for it on their map. What they're going to see is that if they're driving on McCall Road, right before they get to Canton, they would identify that drain there going easterly all the way. Our project, this one that we're going to break ground on, is going to go all the way to the expressway at this segment, the 2.83 miles, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Now, also in the map that they received, there are two other lines that have been identified as the Bicentennial Blue Line and also an easterly blue line. Those are all intercity drainage systems that feed into our main drain.
That is correct. Yes, ma'am. They do. They end up converging here just west of McCall Road into the detention facility that the city of McAllen has and maintains. And then once it crosses McCall Road, enters into our McAllen Edinburg drain stub, and then makes its way into the South Main drain and so forth. Yes, ma'am.
So this is really great news for our community, and it's an additional project to the 37 drainage improvements that were approved in the 2018 bond elections. Thank you for joining us as we continue working for you.